What's up with Crypto Muscle coming to you in a YouTube video. Here we are, internationally renowned, worldwide syndicated words at Crypto Muscle and the Crypto Muscle Network coming to you in another video. Alright. Let's take a look over here at Fido Cap. Alright, and those of you that's into the I guess the holiday of Eid Mubarak, then happy holidays for those of you that celebrate Eid Mubarak, you know. Yeah, so, I respect all religions, faiths, and beliefs and all that stuff, and blessings and all that for everybody. So I just wanted to throw that out there since Fido Cap's doing the same thing. Alright, so, let's see here. Checking in on Fido Cap Friday morning. Unlock your financial potential with comprehensive investment solutions. Alright. Diversify your portfolio with Fido Cap. Empowering of the opportunities that it brings. Alright, and then these are the plans, right? So, there's platforms out there that kind of run a similar sort of way, right? So there's Fido Cap. There's 25 to 99.99. That's the beginner. Then the master is 10,000 to 99.999, and then the apex 100,000 to 199.999. Right, 4,800 hours, and believe it or not, that's I think that's what 200 days. If I got that correctly, was it 200? I think it was 200 days. Let me do a quick calculation here. So 4,800, yeah, 200 days. So there you go. See, so I'm saying. So 200-day plans, and then you can see the hourlies here, right? I think the lowest hourly at 0.05 was like, you're making like 2.1% a day right there. All right, I'll calculate it, right? How about that? So let's see, 0.05, and yeah, well, that's 1.2, my bad. So 1.2, oh, I remember now, 1.2, and this plan here was 2.16. Here, I'll have to calculate that. I didn't recall what the number was on that. I want to say it was like a 1.5, but let's see here. Nope, 1.68. So 1.2, 1.68, and then I remember this was 2.16. Then you can see the referral and binary incomes, 10% on each. Binary capping, which makes sense because if you're tearing it up, you could tear down the platform. So that's why they put a cap on it. That, hey, you know what? We're letting you collect, but we gotta like hold you back a little bit. That way it can allow us to have some money to work with on the platform rather than taking all the money from it from all your hard work. You know what I'm saying? And then total returns at minimum, you're gonna make almost double and a half, triple and a third, and then a 4-banger and a third right there. So I would assume most people are in this plan here. But for me personally, I look at it as more of a midterm platform that it can go long because it's not so hypey. It doesn't feel hypey. I feel like it can go long like a 9XP, right? If you guys don't recall, 9XP recently crashed and burned a couple days ago. It's over for them, and I couldn't talk about them, unfortunately, because it was thought that I had something to do with the platform itself, as in the concept and all that, and so they felt like I was the guy, to be running 9XP. So I was just like, psh, you kidding me? I had nothing to do with that. So I had to stop talking about it, which I did, because I'm not going to try to throw myself out there at the mercy of, let's just say, 3-letter organizations all right, and then, I'm not going to, test anything, all right? If they say don't do it, all right, don't do it. I'm not doing it. So I'll leave it like that. Very, very cryptic. I'm very, very cryptic there. I just said all that stuff, right? So, but yeah, 9XP is over though. Only time I ever talked about them was the withdrawal days, right? When the time of withdrawal came, I just remind everybody, hey, it's withdrawal time, guys. Get that withdrawal in. So that's what happened with that, and then they're over, right? Speaking of which, trying to think what I was going to do. Speaking of which, I guess we'll just go take a look inside. Bam, all right. Okay, I'm trying to look at all this stuff here. All right. So I walked through how to get into it last time. Got into it. How to place it into a quote-unquote investment, which is pretty much automatic. It's all depending on the dollar amount. It automatically goes into that. All right. Because it's all on the dollar amount. And then once you do, you put it in, and then it's set. So I did all that last week. Alright, so that's what I'm checking back in. FidoCap this week. And also, I got news for you guys on a couple platforms I'm going to save at the end of this video. So we're going to do it quickly here. So yeah, we already did it. Time to do a withdrawal. We're going to test the withdrawals now. That would be in the hourly wallet, right? $53. Why did I look in the spot wallet? Alright, got nothing in the spot wallet. That's fine. Hourly wallet. Take that. Was it 53? Sure. Private key. The hell? I don't know if I gotta put that in. Damn, what is it? Minimum withdrawal is from 20 bucks. Withdraw every 1st and 15th with a 9% admin charge. You can withdraw any day apart from 1st and 15th. With a, oh shit! All right, this is what I'll do. We're 3 days away from the withdrawal, so I'll do a drive-by withdrawal on the 15th, because why am I gonna do it to get a 25% charge versus a 9%? All right, doesn't make sense. And so it's a no-brainer. I'm just going to wait till the 15th. And then, dear user, you're about to withdraw. Alright, so yeah. And then it says private key here. Like, is that like a code? I think it might be more of like a, your code that you put in. So for example, you know, whatever code you agreed with in the very beginning. Let's just say I put in for, you know, shit, I don't know. Dick. Oh, you can't even put numbers or letters. How about numbers? Okay, so numbers fit. It might be like a key, you know, code, not necessarily a private key. If you get what I'm saying. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. We'll come back. I'll do a drive-by withdrawal like in 3 days, alright? Because I'm gonna try to reserve that these days here for that 9% charge, alright? Because that's a big difference. So, yeah, so that's where it's at, alright? And now, going back to FidoCap. Yeah, we'll just have to wait on this. So far that's what's earned, alright? 53 bucks. Who knows? It's going to be maybe higher, you know, as we go along, you know, it's higher in the next couple of days, obviously, because from the daily earnings. So we'll do that, alright? We'll check that out. Now, let's take a look here. Yesterday I did a video on XGO. Is it paying or saving? I said I wasn't quite sure. I wanted to see if the withdrawals are coming through or not. Doesn't appear to be. But I played it safe yesterday, right? If you heard what I said we're going to play it safe. And I'm going to remove my link. So few places have already said, hey, these guys are done. Alright, and I'm believing that too, that it's done. Alright, these guys are done already. It's too bad though. Yeah, the numbers are really slowed down, so they definitely are not withdrawing right now. Yeah, so it's unfortunate. XGO, I think, is over. I was just looking at it, I was like, it's too bad though. It's a good, I like it. I think it's a great platform. So it lasted 2 weeks. I mean, could it keep going? I mean, it's up to the developer to keep it going, but it doesn't seem like they want to keep it going. And it's really slowed down. The chats are not closed, but it's not bustling. Or I think people are asking questions and they're being deleted and things like that. That's what it appears to me. There's like long gaps in time in terms of just the conversation, which is unusual, right, in a chat. So to me, things have gotten deleted. People were probably speaking their mind and it's not coming. So people are cussing it out and all that. So yeah, it's too bad though. XGO was good. Another one, I could be wrong, but I don't foresee it coming back, is Saletti here. I feel like Saletti might be done. There hasn't been anything new lately on the updates of Saletti. I could be wrong, but you know, the latest we heard was wow, they cleaned out the chat. Withdraws, yes, they cleaned out the chat because it wasn't this consolidated to just 2 messages. Withdraws should be successful working at normal, because they had an explanation as to why they had to raise this money, which was around $10,000, and then they said after that, this is what was raised, and then just $5,900 to go, and then bam, it was complete silence. But and then now looking back, they've wiped it out here, wiped it clean. All the previous chat. Let me see here on the official. Oops, I'm going to look at the official other one. Yeah, they've really cleaned it up. Oh yeah, these guys are definitely done. Yeah, these guys are done. Toast. It's too bad. You know, it's just too bad. It's one of those things. I guess they were kind of relying on their token sale, and it appears that they were going to relaunch and redistribute it and all that good stuff, but I think that's a no-go now. Alright, so yeah, these guys are done as well officially. Alright, so with all that, that's 2 that bit the dust now. So we're going to stay on top of what we got going on here. Yeah, and go on from there. Alright, so yeah, Saletti's done. Let's take a look at their it's probably like their tokens, probably just garbage. Look at that. Oh man, this is bad. This was just a couple days ago too. That is bad. That is so bad. Look at that. They got pumped and dumped. Alright, dumped. Got pumped. And then, you know what they did? They just removed the money and took it all out and said, we're out of here now. We're done with this. Yeah, so yeah, these guys are done. So, Saletti done, and Xscope is over too. Alright, so that's your latest. Take a look at FidoCap for another long-term gaining platform. we'll come back and do a withdrawal. Comment down below. See you next one.